unless you're living on the rock. You should have seen this everywhere. This is a DJI Pocket 3, and it's been my go-to camera for behind the scene content and occasionally some content for client as a second angle. But I'm not here to talk to you about and tell you about this camera's capability. There's a plethora of videos available online that discusses that. What I want to talk about today quickly is some of the accessories I use with the DJI Pocket 3. And every single accessory mentioned in this video will also be in the description below. Let's start with the first thing I purchased when I got the DJI Pocket 3, screen protector. I got a screen protector for the flip out screen, but with this screen protector pack, it also came with a screen protector for the actual camera. My only issue with that was whenever I wanted to use ND filters on the Pocket 3 with the screen protector on the camera, it wouldn't magnetize as well as when you don't have the screen protector. So for me, that was a bit of a red flag. So I basically took it off, never used the screen protector for the actual camera. Instead, I try and keep any one of my filters that I've got available on there, which helps me protect the lens as per se. So talking about screen protector and protecting your screen and your camera, the next thing I purchased was this, a lens and also a screen protector case. So this basically goes over your Pocket 3 like this, and it will protect. So it'll keep it protected. I personally didn't use the included case that came with a Pocket 3 because I just found that sometimes the camera would slip out or it'll turn around, which leaves it kind of exposed. So I decided to just basically keep that in a box. And to add to my screen cover, I also got a cage from Sunny Life. I've got two different variations of these kind of like cages slash rig for the Pocket 3. This one I love because of a couple of reasons. I still get access to all my buttons. I also get access to your memory card, so I don't need to undo the whole thing to take the memory card out. I also got access to the screw in the bottom so I can attach a tripod, access to the USB-C port so I can charge it, and it also has this kind of collapsible action style mount at the back, which we will get onto later in terms of what else I can actually use this cage and mount it on and for. So this folds down when it's not in use, so it's pretty flat and keeps it nice and snug. And then when you need it, you just flick it out. Also, what I like about this cage, it also has a cold shoe mount here, so I can attach like a light or kind of like any other accessory like a microphone as well, which we're going to speak about later on. So the other cage I have for this is this one here. This one is made of a lot more sturdy plastic, as you can hear. You still get access to some of the ports. So you get access to your buttons on the front. You get access to the charging and also for tripod. The one thing I don't like about this particular one is you can't use a tripod and charge at the same time. And also you don't actually have access to your memory card. So you'll need to basically undo the back before you can use it or take the memory card out to offload your footage. This doesn't actually fold down, so it kind of stays up. Also has two cold shoe mount for mounting accessories as well. But what I use this one for is if I was to mount it outside of my car. That way, I know it's a lot more sturdier than this one that I currently have on air, because this one stays on air because most of the time I don't put it outside of my car. But if I wanted to get like some rolling shots, I would use this as well as a car mount. Next up is filters. And in particular, these ones that I've got here, these are the KNF set of 3. So you've got one variable ND filter, one CPL filter, and one mist filter in this pack. I think they're roughly about $30 for this particular pack. You can get a pack where you think you got like 8 to 12 different filters on them. But these are the 3 that I think is personally useful for me. The ND filter is if I wanted to keep my shutter speed within the 180-degree rule. And if I'm outdoors in a bright sunny day, I can put it on and adjust accordingly to make sure I get the proper motion blur on my footage. CPL is if I'm shooting cars and I want to get reflections of the car windshield or the car themselves, then I will put a CPL on. What I do love about these filters in particular is, as you can see, we've got the ND filter on there right now. So even when we close the gimbal off, turn the gimbal off, your gimbal can still actually close properly and fit how it's supposed to fit. So you've got room for the filter to actually stay on the camera. So that's why I always keep it on there. And like I said before, it also acts as a layer of protection for the lens. So that's the one thing I love about these ones as well, is that they protect the lens, but also you can keep them on the camera. And next on our list is a back strap. So this clips onto your bag using that, so it can clip onto your back. It also rotates, and as you can see, matched with the cage that I use on the Pocket 3, it does come with an action style mount, which allows me to obviously mount the camera onto here. So that's why it's important to get the cage. So that gives you that flexibility to actually mount it onto something like this. What I like about this is like it just clips onto the bag and it keeps the camera kind of like facing that way. And again, if you need to rotate it or change direction or whatever, you can actually rotate this around. Next on our list is a magic arm. These are super versatile and allows you to actually mount your cameras. They're not only made for like action cameras, you can actually get bigger ones to mount bigger cameras as well. But what I love about this is like you can basically place it in anywhere, turn it, move it around. So it's pretty versatile and pretty flexible. Up next is this little mini tripod. I personally ditched the tripod that came with the Pocket 3, the little tripod, because it's about that big, and use this. This is one I've had now for almost 6 years. So I just decided to use this one. You can see the screw has gone there, but it still works and it still works fine. And I can articulate it different ways if I wanted to. Also, it has these little extension bits here, so than using the including tripod that came with the Pocket 3. There are obviously different tripods you can have that will do pretty much the same thing, but for me, I didn't need to purchase any more, so that's why I decided to just stick with what I've got. And you don't want to keep buying and buying stuff when you've got stuff that can already work with a lot of your equipment. So that's why I like buying stuff that is multifunctional and can be used on different items and different products. So this is my latest purchase, and this is if you wanted to do POV with your Pocket 3. And this is a neck mount by Newer. Again, a few brands do these type of neck mount, so it's flexible, it can move in different direction, and it's pretty comfortable actually. It's made from like a rubber material, and it just goes over your head like this, and it just fits onto your chest like this. What I love about this one from Newer is that it comes with a mount to mount your phone if you've got a phone that has MagSafe. So it's got a MagSafe compatible mount, which simply clicks in like this. And I think this mount as well is also magnetic. Clips in like that. It can move around, up and down. And it also has the little attachment which you can attach a action camera to it as well. So great purchase if you're into doing POV style stuff, and the fact that you can use it with different devices, not only the Pocket 3 or action cameras, you can use it with your phone as well. And next up on our list is the Godox Cube S microphone. These are amazing for the value, for the price, and also they're multi-compatible. Again, they work on action cameras. They also work with your mobile phone, your computer as well. Yes, I did not get the DJI Creator Combo, so I don't have the DJI microphones, which obviously connects via Bluetooth. But with these, you can still use them, and it's as a pretty small footprint. It comes with these kind of like lanyard looking things. So you got two of those as well. You've got your charging cable. You also got two little furry wind muff that looks like this. You got two clips with it that allows you to like pin it onto like a shirt if you wanted to. If you're wearing like a button down shirt, you can use the clips to pin it on. And then you've got the actual microphones themselves, which comes in this really nice charging case. So you got two layers of kind of like protection. You got the hard case as well as the charging case. And this charging case gives the mic up to about 30 hours of runtime. And next up on our list is suction mount. So this is a car suction mount, and this is just a old one again that I have had for about a couple of years. This one is metal. It's made of metal, so it's pretty sturdy. As you can see, it's pretty used, but it works. It has a 1/4 20 thread here, which means I can screw it into the bottom of the Pocket 3 and also kind of like maneuver it to whatever direction that I want to put it in. So this one just basically clips onto my car windshield, the car itself. It can actually clip onto the body of the car if I wanted to, as well as windows, doors and mirrors. So basically any glass surface, this will work perfect. And this I can use with not only my Pocket 3, I can also use it with my phone, with a phone attachment, as well as any action camera that has a compatible attachment for it. So there you have it. Those are the accessories that I use with my Pocket 3. If there's any you think I missed, let me know in the comments below. Every single one mentioned in this video will be linked in the description below. So make sure you go check that out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.